So now we're going to go to the other end of the spectrum. So there's noise in data. Now the other end of the spectrum is there are relationships in data, as to be expected, right? And I'm taking you back to high school algebra now, but how do we talk about relationships mathematically, right? Mathematically, we write a formula and we call them functions. A relationship between a variable x and variable y could be modeled by a function. Give me the value of x, the function will tell you what is the value of y. And in particular, today, we are going to focus on what are called linear relationships. Okay, that means y and x are related by a very simple relationship. So if you look at the screen, you see y is equal to mx plus c. M is a number and c is a number, and they are connected through this relationship. Okay. Now, anyone want to tell me why this is linear?
Because with increase in x, y will also increase.
But does that make it linear? That just makes it proportional.
And then there are no squares or there are no powers.
But why do I call it linear? Why? What's the connection to a line?
Because whatever. Okay, so if you put some value, if you assign some value to x,
yeah,
it will finally lead to a line.
So the question is, how can I see this line? Where's the line? I see some mathematical equation. If you're very good at algebra, you see a line. Otherwise, you see a formula, right? Mx plus c. Where's the line? Okay, so our goal today is to see if we can find the line and then understand what is the meaning of m and c. Okay, that would be a good exercise. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can discover this. So you click on the next. Yeah, run this next cell. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some superpowers here. I can actually make interactive stuff inside this notebook. Okay, so for example, if you okay, actually, Ashish, you can do one thing. If you go to view, you go to the view button and then toggle header. Yeah, that will give you a little more space. Okay, so let's just see. So I have created a plot. What I've done, I've taken a lot of x values, and for each x value, I have plotted the y value. X-axis is x values, y values, y values, right? Y-axis is x values. And you see, what do you see? What is that shape? It's a line, right? So this relationship is actually a line, because when I take the x values and plot the x and y values on a chart, I get a line, right? And now I'd ask the question, what's the role of m and c? So let's understand m. There's a slider there, Ashish. Can you change it? Can you change it to 0 first? So what is m doing?
Slope.
Huh?
The slope of the line.
Okay.
M is equal to c. That's all the function comes out to be. That's the line.
That's true. But what does m control? Suppose I change m. What is happening to the line? Visually, what is happening?
M is controlling my slope of my line.
Okay. Everybody understands this? Once in a while, I ask people, like, why is this a slope, right? And you have to do this once in your life to see that it's controlling the slope. Okay. So when m increases, the slope increases. And when m decreases, the slope decreases, right? So you put m equals 2, for example, Ashish. Yeah, so we get a line of some slope. Now, homework exercise for you, basic high school algebra. If I give you a line and I don't tell you what is m, can you find m? Okay, you do homework. Okay, I'm not going here. Again, when we do mathematics, we can do all this. Okay, so you can find m if you have a line. Okay. Now, what is the role of c? Anyone want to guess what does c do?
Where it crosses in the y-axis.
Exactly, right, Cassandra. So if where it crosses the y-axis. So just, Ashish, can you put c equals 1 or 0 or something and see what happens? You see the line moves up and down, yeah? So, and in particular what Cassandra said, because the line moves up and down, where it cuts the y-axis. In fact, you put it at 5, for example. Yeah, if you put it at 5, you see the line exactly cuts at 5. Yeah? So visually, we can calculate c very easily. You plot it and see where it crosses and you got c. M, you have to do a little bit of calculation. Okay, so does everybody understand we have relationships? As we talked about, because x and y are related by this function, they have a relationship. The relationship is linear. Obviously, they're proportional. As x increases, y increases. And if you're mathematically minded, you can say it doesn't have any powers in the relationship, etc. It's a linear relationship. Okay?